The 2026 Lexus NX is just around the corner, and while Lexus hasn't made anything official yet, recent announcements from Toyota and Lexus gives us a lot of insights to what this refresh might bring. With the 2026 Toyota RAV4 revealed and the new 2026 Lexus ES launching the Lexus Safety System Plus 4.0, we're connecting the dots to predict what changes are coming to the next NX. Let's dive in. Hey, it's LSF here today. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to do another speculation video, and this is on the upcoming 2026 NX announcement. We all are planning that this is a mid-cycle refresh. And what we learned from the RAV4 announcement and the Lexus ES announcements, we're trying to speculate more on what we're going to see on the NX. So the second generation NX was announced on June 11th, 2021. And for a late 2021 delivery for the gas and hybrid models, and then the plug-in hybrid came right after that. The release cycles for the NX has not been the typical release cycles like announcement around August to September timeframe for the next model year. So then when we looked at it, 2023 NX was launched in September, which is around this typical timeframe for the 2023 model year. And that was a complete carryover model. There wasn't really any changes in comparison to the 2022. And a lot of that could have been related to the shortage of chips, and they weren't able to deliver the cars that they needed to the customers. So the wait list was extremely long during that time. But then in 2024, the 2024 model year, it was just launched 7 months after the announcement of the 2023. And that was March 15th, 2023, which they had revised the interior color palette, like the glove compartment matching the color. So if you had the red seats, you would have had a red glove compartment. And they also introduced the proactive driving assist. And then for the model year 2025, it was launched March 20th, 2024. So 1 year after the 2024 was launched. And that had a little bit more changes. They had like 2 additional USB-Cs in the front. The wireless charger was changed to a larger pad, which worked much better. Although some 2024 model year cars also got the larger charging pad, and it seems like they would just put it in mid-cycle 2024. And also the rear doors handles are now illuminated versus previous 2022-2024 did not have rear illuminated door handles. So then when we look at this, June 2021 for 2022, September, and then we had a March and another March. But now when you look at it, March 2025 has passed already. They recently launched the RAV4 in May. So speculation right now, we're looking at June to July is when they're going to announce the 2026 Lexus NX. And if we don't see it in June, July, then we might see it in the Japan Mobility Show, October 29th to November 9th, 2025. That would seem a bit late, but that could be the possibility. And again, these are all speculations. Let me know in comments below, when do you think Lexus will announce the 2026 NX? So why does 2026 RAV4 matters? So the Toyota RAV4 and the Lexus NX share the same TNGA-K platform, and even the same factory in Japan for the plug-in hybrid variants, and for US and Canada, the NX and the RAV4 are built in the same plant in Cambridge, Ontario, Canada. They do build some RAV4 hybrids in US, but majority of the vehicles are built in Canada. And they're going through the same plant, so they can build an NX, and then the next car they'll build a RAV4. So that's how the plants are optimized to be able to build different vehicles on the same assembly line. So when Toyota revealed the next-gen RAV4, especially with major changes like switching it to an all-hybrid and a plug-in hybrid lineup, it's a big signal for us, what we expect for the next NX. So the 2026 RAV4 has 2 key powertrains, a 236 horsepower hybrid, and a new 320 horsepower plug-in hybrid, which claims 50 miles of EV range or 80 kilometers for the folks in Canada. And for the first time, it also supports DC fast charging. And that is a serious upgrade since the current NX 450h Plus shares its system with today's RAV4 Prime or plug-in hybrid. It's logical to assume that the NX is due for an upgrade too. Follow me on Instagram at LSFT Videos. You can see updates on my experience with the NX 450h Plus, which may not be shown on any future videos. You can reach out to me via direct messaging if you have any questions on your Lexus. If you like this video, you can provide me feedback in the comments below, like this video, share it with your friends. This definitely will help with the YouTube algorithms. Press the subscribe button and bell icon and get notified when new videos show up. And lastly, if you want to support me further, you can provide me a super thanks, or visit my Amazon storefront before you purchase anything from Amazon, or you can purchase products from the list on the items that I've been using with my vehicle or at home at no extra cost to you. And now, let's continue with the video. So here's how we will see the 2026 powertrain lineup will shape up. The NX250, which is the entry model, we think that it will get discontinued. And I know some people would say the NX250 is the most reliable NX you can get because it's naturally aspirated, there's no turbo, there's no batteries, it should not be gone, it should stay. But then when you look at it, the NX250 should have never been an NX. It's just shared the powertrain of the RAV4, and now the RAV4 has discontinued that powertrain as well. So it doesn't make sense for Lexus to use that powertrain. And I know fans of the NX250 will not be happy. They'll probably give me a thumbs down on this video. But I think reality is the NX, they should never have put the NX250, the 2.5 liter by itself, just not refined enough. Then when you look at the NX350 Turbo, which is the gas only, and I think that that will likely to stay. The reason for that is we do know that Toyota has been going full hybrid, but the turbo engine is something that we have not seen in the RAV4. And I think that that model could stay because the RX will still have that turbo, and maybe in the NX third generation is when they'll go full hybrid or include a BEV. We do think that the NX350 Turbo is here to stay, and it's popular with drivers wanting the performance and without hybrid tech. So gives you that middle ground. It still has a gas engine, but then it also has a turbo, right? Then when we look at the NX350H, which is the hybrid, what we'll expect from that is that it will have the 5th generation hybrid system like the RAV4, just like the UX300H. We don't expect a name change because the NX350H, we haven't seen any new trademarks for the NX, so we do believe it will still be the NX350H, and the horsepower bump from the RAV4, we don't think that it will be like an NX400H. And then the NX450H Plus plug-in hybrid, likely to be upgraded to the 6th generation hybrid system seen on the 2026 RAV4, and that will include a longer EV range and the faster charging capabilities. However, I don't think that we will see the 50 miles on the NX because if you think about it, the RAV4 plug-in hybrid versus the NX was actually always had less EV range, so I do not expect that they'll meet the same numbers as the RAV4 plug-in hybrid. But one thing that you want to keep in mind is that both the NX450H Plus and the RAV4 plug-in hybrid are currently built in Japan. But with Toyota's battery plant now online in North Carolina, we could see Lexus shift the plug-in hybrid production to North America. This could help avoid potential tariffs as the US ramps up pressure on EV and battery imports and tariffs across the board. That said, with ongoing trade tensions and tariffs in flux, Lexus might wait, and see how things settle before making big moves on manufacturing. So we might see a more expensive plug-in hybrid, and they'll probably try to build as much hybrids in US, and the Cambridge built NXs will be protected by the USMCA trade deal. If they do drop the NX 250 model, most likely they will introduce an NX 500E or 350E electric BEV model. However, because we haven't seen any trademarks, I don't think that's going to happen, and that probably will wait until the third generation NX. And with the sixth generation hybrid system for the plug-in hybrid, that is where I'm still not sure. They have moved a lot of the components from the rear of the vehicle back to the front because now they have made smaller components. So they can put everything in one place, which is a lot more efficient. And because of that, they probably could move the 12-volt battery somewhere else in the trunk or somewhere in the front. And that would allow you to put a temporary spare tire into the trunk, and a lot of you would be very happy if that does happen. However, because they are moving all the components to the front, you would have noticed that the RAV4 plug-in hybrid, the charger is now moved to the front. And I'm not sure if Lexus is ready to change the body panels and make such a big change for the NX as part of a refresh. They could still keep it in the back, but then they may need a cable from the front all the way back to the back, and that may change how things are going to get done. I'm not sure if they want to do that for the NX, and then for the RAV4, it's done differently. So that is one of the biggest puzzling pieces, which makes me think that will they keep it the same or they will move to the sixth generation. While we don't expect radical style changes expected in the 2026 NX to follow Lexus' subtle refresh strategy, likely we'll see a revised grille, a new LED signature light, updated wheels, and maybe some new colors, interior and exterior colors. But in the inside, Lexus might bring improved materials and better ergonomics. We do hope that piano black would go away, introduce a little bit more of bamboo that they've seen in the ES, and that probably could update the interior, make it more like a Lexus. However, because the target of the NX is more for the younger crew, they may opt to still do more of a younger interior design, but I'm hoping that we'll see some of bamboo wood that they've introduced in the ES into the NX. They don't need to go full blown, but I think just a touch of it probably would now align the new design strategy. But I think the biggest upgrade is going to be the software. Lexus could adopt the Arene platform for the NX as well. We do believe that the ES will have Arene, but when they did announce the ES, I don't think they talked much about it. But with learning that the TSS 4.0, like the Toyota Safety Sense 4.0, they did say that it will work with Arene to actually get more self-learning and all that. So I do believe that the Lexus Safety System 4.0 would include Arene as part of the automobile operating system. And if they don't do that, I think they will at least roll out a more refined version of the Lexus interface with faster response times, better voice commands, and a more stable mobile app experience, and probably with the home button on the Lexus interface, which they did say that the Lexus ES is going to get. So Lexus has also confirmed that the Lexus Safety System Plus 4.0 is upcoming in the 2026 ES. And what we expect is that the same suite will arrive in the NX refresh. Because looking at the ES, we did not see any new cameras around the car. We still saw the same equipment that they had for the safety system. So we believe that the NX could adapt the same thing. If they introduce more cameras, more radars, then that might most likely will not happen. And when we saw the RAV4 and the ES, it didn't seem like they're introducing any new hardware, and I do believe that the NX refresh could get the 4.0. However, we've seen a lot of refreshes that Lexus has done. There are some vehicles still using Lexus Safety System 2.5. So we'll have to see what Lexus' decision is. And if they do stay with 3.0, I'm going to be very disappointed with Lexus. I do think that the NX does deserve a 4.0, and if they do have Arene, then that is going to be a better refresh. So now let's talk about performance. With no new trademarks found for higher performance NX variants like the NX 500H or the NX 550H Plus, we believe Lexus is not planning a dramatic increase in performance for this refresh. Expect a modest gain from the upgraded hybrid systems. Don't count on a true F-Sport performance model that we've seen in the RX and the IS. So to recap, the 2026 NX will likely offer smarter safety tech, a simplified and electrified powertrain lineup, subtle design tweaks, and potentially better infotainment and charging. It won't be revolutionary, it could be the NX's most refined version yet. Production timelines are still unclear, but we might see a reveal. We're speculating June-July timeframe, but it could actually get all the way to late 2025, and deliveries will start early 2026. Are you excited with the 2026 NX? Do you think Lexus should go further with performance or keep it balanced like today? Let me know in comments below. And as always, like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon for more Toyota and Lexus updates from me. I hope that you found that this video was informative, and until next video, drive safely. Thank you for watching. If you liked this video, please comment, like, share this video, and if you want to see more videos like this, you can subscribe to my channel and press that bell icon to get notified when new videos are posted. And if you'd like to support this channel, you can provide me a super thanks. And until next time, cheers.